Hello, Cerris.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't notice you come in.
It is alright. How are you feeling?
Uh, Still processing.
Hmm.
Mm. It's, mm. How are you? Oh, hi, Yemi.
Hmm. She wanted to come with.
Mm. Oh, I think she was the main reason you were here.
No, I wanted to come visit,
Mm.
see how you were doing. I heard about what happened.
Mm. Yeah, I don't really know the full details. I, I don't know. It's confusing and
Hmm.
worrying, and I'm honestly not sure how to feel about it. But I'm glad to see you. Mind if I give you headpats? I think Mina's busy dealing with something else in the forest at the moment.
Hmm.
Oh.
It's good to see
Yeah.
you. I forget, have you been here before?
No.
Well, welcome to my home. This is the Spirit Woods. Very rich in spiritual energy. You occasionally get some sprites coming through here. This is my biological mother.
Hmm.
She's
Hello.
dormant now, though.
She is very beautiful.
Mm. I guess you can see the family resemblance. Yeah. There's a little building down there. Some of the wayward spirits like to use it from time to time. It's not exactly the right size for any of us. You might be able to fit in it, but otherwise, this is a somewhat concealed valley. It's quite safe here. And even if it wasn't, Lena wouldn't let anything dangerous come here. Or anywhere near here.
Hmm. Yes, she is quite good at that.
Mm. Has Arisa told you much about Lena?
I don't think so.
Not
She's a very
much.
powerful nature guardian. And I guess my surrogate mother, or foster mother, I'm not sure what to call her, but she's been raising me and taking care of me since I was literally a sapling. After I got put into a seed and everything.
Lena is also an old friend of mine.
Mm.
I met her before I even became Cardinal.
Oh, I didn't know that bit. I
Yes.
just knew you two had a long history together.
Indeed we do.
Hope you don't mind if I sit down.
It is quite alright.
Mm.
It is best if you be comfortable. I would like to actually know, what did he tell you?
That, well, to begin with, Blake pulled me aside a few weeks ago and told me that he wanted me to see a list of a lot of things. But she also prefaced it with that he was doing it for me and didn't know that what he was doing was impossible.
Hmm.
It was, I'm not sure if Blake intended it this way, but it sounded like he wasn't to blame. That the bug was controlling him.
Hmm.
I mean, I know what those things can do. I saw it myself while I was still human. It's, frightful. But
Hmm.
I apparently, according to Alice, he wasn't just a puppet. He did those things obviously well. The bug merely obscured some key facts. So,
Yes, it is, as he told me, I suppose, then. I have had a lot of experience in helping him with this particular bug.
mm,
It is a special type of larva. Rather than being on his brain, it is on his soul.
uh, that would explain why it acts differently. Or acted.
Hmm.
The ones I knew just took over the house and did their thing.
Hmm. That is how it is most of the time, yes.
Mm,
With him, the larva does, or at least did, a few different things. For one, it obscured what actually happened to you, how your soul was fractured. If he knew that, he would have been able to bring you back just as easily as Blake and the others were able to, if not more so.
mm,
Mm. It also it also created a link to the being that he made a deal with, which is what got him this.
fine.
Yes. Yes, you know his name.
I do.
Mm. And it also obscured information about itself and this deal that he made.
Mm,
It made it so that he was not able to remember any information about it. And the fourth and final thing that it does is that it acts as a sort of glue that holds his soul together.
mm.
And that is the only thing it does now.
It's still there.
It is there. But thankfully, I was able to pacify it. And I also put a barrier around his soul so the link would remain severed. Hmm. Unfortunately, yes, this does mean that he was of sound mind. It, well, perhaps sound mind is not exactly accurate, but he was in control of his actions.
Mm.
I can see why Blake
I
did
don't
not
even know
want
what
to
he
tell you
did.
that.
I never saw the list. I told Ellis that I did because I wanted him to speak to me regardless, and if that was the only condition, I tried to fulfill it. I know I lied, but I just wanted to see him again, to let him know that I still care and I still want him to
Hmm.
be in my life, and that none of it was his fault, that it was just the bug. But if it wasn't the bug, then now I don't even know if I want to see the list.
I believe Blake
He's not doing
was.
that anymore, is he?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
And actually, he is the one who made sure that he would never do it again. About,
Oh.
well, about 200 years ago, he secluded himself from the world. Whether that be out of grief for you or a sense of guilt for what he had done, I am not entirely certain. All I know is that during those 200 years of isolation, he was not harming anyone.
Mm.
And before the end of his isolation, he actually placed a curse upon himself, upon his soul.
Mm.
One that would tear it apart if he killed another person again.
He... Well, that's just like him.
Mm,
Always taking the extreme route.
I suppose so, yes.
I...
I
I think I
believe.
know why he wanted me to see it.
Mm, I can see why too. He feels a lot of guilt about it,
Mm.
as he honestly should.
He said he did it all in my name. That he didn't feel worthy to be in my life because of it. That I...
The fault is ultimately with him. You do not need to feel guilty about it.
I could have warned him about the village. About who we worshipped.
Would that have changed much?
About... It might have stopped him from making that deal. From putting that thing in him.
Perhaps. But that is the past, and the past cannot be changed. And it would not be fair for you to take any of the blame for his actions, for not acting slightly differently back then. It is no fault of your own that you did not tell him. You simply did not think that it was something that you needed to tell him. It is only with the information that you have now that it was, it has become important for you to have told him that.
Hmm. I hadn't even made friends with him in the first place. He wouldn't have gone to those lengths either. It's just... I know I didn't choose for any of this to happen, but there was some small part in it.
Mm.
Still am. I'm still here because of him. I was in there because of him as well.
Shake your head.
I don't know if I should be angry, sad, upset, if I should try and comfort him, if I should stay away from him.
It's a lot to process. My only concern right now, though, is just that you do not take blame. Yes, you may have had some part of this, but it was not through any fault of your own.
If I don't take any of the blame, then how could I ever forgive him?
Mm.
If I don't feel at least somewhat responsible, then I can only blame him for everything. For everything I went through, for everything everyone went through.
We live
I'm
in
sorry.
we live in the present, Cerris, not the past. And in the present, I can say that Ellis is a good man. He does a lot of nice things for people. He tries to do good by everyone, make up for all that he had done in the past.
But if he's the one who trapped me there.
We trapped
Knowingly or
him.
not, I should have moved on long ago. I died. I died back then. I then kept dying. I was trapped all that time, and if he is the only one to blame for that, I don't know. It's I know he wouldn't have done that on purpose. I I don't know what to do with these emotions, where to put them, how to handle them.
We'll be here for
I
you no
don't
matter
even know
what you
who to
decide.
blame. Is there even anyone to blame? Can I blame Ilsenstein? Should I blame Alice? Should I blame my family, my village, I... This all happened so long ago for everyone, but until a year ago, I was still living it.
Well,
Maybe if I do see the list, I can. But just blame him for it and move on, but I don't. Clearly still cares. He's hurting. I don't want to hurt him more.
Shaken, I am sorry there's not much I can say for words of comfort. All I can really do right now is just be here.
Thank you for telling me at least.
Yeah.
All Lena could do was just offer words of comfort. She doesn't even know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
I do not know the full extent of what he has done, but I know a lot. And it is
I don't know
ultimately,
this.
hmm, it is
He
ultimately up to you.
remembers it all.
Actually, no, he does not. He can only remember so much. He has said himself that he writes things down, and as a sort of outer memory storage, I suppose. That is essentially what his library is. I suppose there are key things that he still remembers, such as you, of course.
I want to see what he wrote.
Hmm.
I want to know what he was thinking. The, the list, the things he did, that I don't know those people. I wasn't there. Just a list of what he's done. I don't think that could mean anything to me. I need to see what he was thinking when he was doing, why he was doing it.
I'm sure he will let you see. If that is what you really want.
But if it's...
But I must remind you that is not representative of the person he is right now. And
But he did it all because of me. So, whoever he was during that time, he was still thinking about me. Was every moment, everything he did, just me, just all trying to bring me back?
I doubt that. A lot of it was attempts to bring you back, but I do not believe everything was.
Can you hear me?
Hello, my child.
Hmm.
I'm sorry this hasn't been a great first impression.
I'm getting used to it. Things being, I guess, sad.
I'm usually quite upbeat.
That you are. And I'm glad that you can.
Mm,
It shows a lot of strength.
I... Whatever strength I have just disappears whenever I face things, though.
There are always limits to what we can handle.
I don't want to be a burden or a hindrance to anyone anymore either.
There are even things that will make me freeze up in fear.
Really?
Yes,
Is it as common as fire, though?
I suppose not.
Mm,
But it is something.
mm.
But being afraid of something common does not make you weak. You have plenty of reason to be afraid of fire. It can be quite dangerous. And you've had a history with it. Yami has as well.
Hmm.
I guess that works.
I think that she wanted you to hold her hand.
Oh,
It's fine.
It is alright, love.
Hand pats. You're sweet.
thanks, I guess.
It is a compliment. You are a very sweet person.
Thanks.
Both of you are. You both have a lot of kindness in your hearts.
Mm. I don't know if I can face it. Could you... Could you ask him for me?
I could, if you really want me to.
Please. I I don't think I'd be able to communicate it clearly, and I don't know if I'll just say things that I don't mean if I'm in front of him.
Hmm. I would encourage you to ask him, but
Uh,
I will of course do it if you really need me to.
Yes,
Because
dear. The village, they thought he was a monster. I thought he was nice, and that the villagers were monsters, especially the priests. And now it just feels as though I've actually made him into a monster.
you did not.
I certainly didn't help.
I believe had it not been for what happened to you, he would have become the person that he is right now.
Hmm. Might have been better.
I certainly would say so. He's not a totally evil person. I know that.
No one is.
Mm.
Everyone has good in them, everyone has bad.
Yes.
Which is why it makes it so hard to entirely hate some evil people.
Mm.
Even the worst people can show you kindness.
Mm. That's true.
It's hard to know what's truly right and wrong in those sort of times.
I suppose it would make things easier if he was completely evil.
Maybe.
At least then you would have that certainty.
It's, I I feel the same way to him right now that out towards my birth parents, my human birth parents. I know that they did good. They cared for me. They raised me. They gave me love. But the things they did, the things they wanted me to do, that
Mm.
and now I know him's kind, but I know he's done all those things. That's why I want to know why he did it. I want to know his thought process, what he was thinking while he was doing it.
Mm.
If he was really just doing it for good reasons, or what he thought was.
Mm.
It'd be better than how I had to deal with my parents. I never knew what they were thinking. I was just a pawn for them or someone they actually cared for.
It is hard to say with these things.
They never wrote any journals or diaries. And they're long gone. I'll never know what they were thinking.
I will get his writings for you, Shaggy.
Hmm?
I will get you his writings, Shaggy.
Hmm.
At least to bring you closure.
I don't know if they'll bring closure or just make things worse. I just don't know what else to do from here.
It may at least clear up an uncertainty. May
Maybe.
help to guide you.
Hmm. So how's your day been?
Hmm. Interesting, I suppose.
Hmm? What's happened that was interesting?
But I suppose nothing really happened.
Hmm.
Hmm. Actually, I don't know. Actually, well, Telma was doing something.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, they were playing a game, a video game.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. I
It's
suppose.
certainly an interesting game they've been playing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, what do you do in the
and they
game?
and they finished it. Uh.
Hmm.
Hmm. You probably shouldn't know. It's not very fun.
Hmm.
It is a rather violent game.
Oh, well, at
I
least they
suppose
have
we
an
left
outlet.
them with questions for themselves,
Hmm.
wonders.
Has a lot of parallels with their own experiences.
A bit too
Maybe
many.
a bit too many, yes.
I have been reading some more books lately. There's nothing I've read that quite describes something I've gone through, but I've not exactly tried to read anything like that.
Hmm.
I don't know if it will help, but anytime I even try and consider reading a less upbeat book, mm, I just worry that it's going to send me to a bad place.
Hmm. That is fair.
Mm.
And I can at least say that Pomo is a lot kinder than the symbiote in that game, from what I've been hearing them say.
Yeah, they're not very nice.
Hmm. Pomo is a lot nicer to
I
you, and
suppose
I'm glad.
I mean,
Tomo is quite nice,
from the looks
just
of it,
troubled.
they kind of seem like the opposite of Tomo in a way.
Hmm.
Actually, yeah, it was. Because it was using, from what I know from her, it was using memories against them instead of helping them, I suppose.
Hmm.
They were creating what was it again? They were, I guess, giving the person visions of seeing their lover who passed away,
Oh,
and they never really gotten over her. So they always saw her. I don't know, like somewhere they went towards her, but she disappears,
Hmm.
and they try to use that against him, try to take control fully of his body.
Hmm. When Tomo decides to share something with you, it is usually to help you.
From what I know, yeah.
Hmm. I can say that. I know you do not know as much as I do.
Yeah.
thank you for coming.
Hmm.
You've both been a great help.
Hmm.
Sorry you get the bark hand.
Hmm.
Not quite as soft as my other one.
Are you feeling a little better?
Mm. I've done most of my grief already. Right now I just have questions. I can't settle on any decision until some of them are answered.
Hmm. Hmm. Yummy.
Hmm.
You have your own way of getting home.
Hmm.
I think I want to go talk to Alice. If that
Oh,
is alright
okay.
with you.
Mm,
Okay.
I'm not gonna stop you. I just don't want to see him in person.
Hmm. Love you.
Hmm.
I'll see you soon, both of you.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could be any type of plant, what would you be?
A plant?
Mm-hmm. Like any particular
Hmm.
type of flower? Maybe something more broad, just like tree or or bush.
Hmm. It's hard to say, I guess. Hmm.
Mm. I've I've been a little jealous of my biological mother recently. She's
The
so
tree?
large and strong. She, even before she went dormant, lived a very peaceful life. Nothing could knock her down, and nothing really interfered with her. She just enjoyed her life as it was.
Why does she have pink red leaves?
Hmm?
The leaves, why are they different color than the others?
Because she's a different type of tree. She's a spirit oak, like me.
Oh,
That's just the natural hue of the leaves.
I'm learning.
The spirit oaks feed off not just photosynthesis, like green leaves are adapted to do. We also absorb spiritual energy.
I don't know much about that, but okay.
Spirits of people and creatures that have died and yet to move on. I said wayward spirits come here. She's part of the reason why. It allows them to slowly fade and move on, even if they have lingering connections. They can. She allows them to take the next step. Slowly letting them fade away. Guess you could
I have
say
a
it's
question.
like a.
You said before that, well, even an evil person has good in them. Do
Mm-hmm.
you think everyone does have some good in them?
Everyone has the capacity for kindness. Everyone has the capacity for evil. Uh, something. When I was looking up stuff to do with Blake and Shearer, I came across the concept of yin and yang, which very much shows that sort of thing,
Yeah,
where there's
there's
dark
like
with
good
light
and
in
evil,
it.
right?
And both of them
There
have
can't
a
be
little
good
of each
without
other
evil.
within. And they're in balance.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about good and evil both having to exist, but I do agree with the way that even the most evil person has some good in them. Right? There could be someone really, really evil, someone who's slaughtered millions, but he still has a loved one he would do anything for.
I suppose if there weren't any evil, then there wouldn't be any good either, because everyone would be the same. You would be normal, I suppose. You wouldn't be good or evil. You would be somewhere in the middle.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Maybe not.
Does giving someone some food mean any less or more if that person has had food stolen from them?
I don't know.
Mm. It's a big philosophy question. It's not really something anyone is ever expected to fully understand or rationalize in their own lifetime. There are
I can actually say
many people who do
gave
that.
food to people. I kind
Mm.
of was the one who took the food, so
Well, now you can give food. Make up for what you've done. Help out others.
I suppose, yeah.
Mm. You can always put good back into the world. It's something I've always wanted to do even as a child. Even when I was human. I knew there was bad in the world. My village was full of it. But I wanted to break free from that at some point to put some good out there. Meeting Ellis and making friends of him, I saw that as the first step.
Hmm.
Someone who my village considered a dangerous creature, an outcast, something not to be trusted. I trusted him. I cared for him. I learnt with him. I made friends with him.
I would say the same, but
Mm.
there was a part of my life where I kind of just gave up. I didn't. I guess I thought the whole world was evil. It was unfair, and I wanted people to not be here
Mm.
only because something bad happened to me.
Trying is hard. Giving up is very easy and tempting at times. But you have to keep pushing on.
I mean,
Life
I
is for
wouldn't really
living.
say I
You may as well live
thought
it as
about
best you
giving up.
can.
I kind of, how can I say it? I was wanting to give up, but I couldn't, or it was
Mm.
pretty stupid.
Oh, pardon me. You're an adventurer now, right there?
Yeah,
You're part of a group of people that go out and help others.
yeah.
Alice and I actually made plans to do something like that a long time ago. We started learning magic together, uh, learning various things about how to travel, how to interact with the world beyond just that small village. I knew there was a trading town a few days' travel away. That's where we sent all of our goods. And in that town there was an adventurers guild. I had hoped at some point to stow away on one of our trade caravans, make it there and just sign up. Bring Ennis along with me, and we could go on adventures far away from the hard village and help people. Learn things, experience life, and just see what was out there. I'm starting to feel that dream now. Guess he had a bit of a head start on me. Your ears are really fluffy. I like them.
Thanks.
Do you have any goals? Any big dreams you want to achieve? No matter how outlandish.
Hmm.
Do you dream of having a big house, big family, lots of money, really cool weapon?
I mean, I did have a pretty big dream before, but I kind of already got it right now, so it's fulfilled.
Well, there's nothing saying you can't dream more. Dream bigger, dream further. If one dream came true, who's saying another can't?
Hmm. I mean, I've had many dreams, but they take a long time to happen, I guess.
Well, you have a lot of people that want to help you. Talk about your dreams. It'll help them become reality. Because then people will know what you want and help you get there.
Yeah, maybe.
It's alright. You can take your time with it. I don't think you're under any time constraints now.
Hmm. Depends.
Mm.
I mean, I don't really know how long I have. I'm just trying to live my life to the fullest, I guess.
Mm.
I mean, one day I could probably just collapse and
Mm.
I'll be dead. It's hard to really understand one's body when you don't really know the
Mm.
real problem, I guess. No one does.
I'm sure Aretha won't let that happen now. She's crazy strong. I'm sure she'll do everything she can to make sure you live a long and happy life. Full of fulfilled dreams. That goes for the both of you. I'm getting a little bit tired. I've been out of the soil for a while.
Hmm.
You're welcome to stay. I'm sure Lena won't get upset with you hanging out for a while. But do you mind if I say
I
hi
think
to Tomo before you go?
I guess, yeah. I don't think I have anything against you, so. Oh,
It's good seeing you, Yami. I look forward to
hmm.
next time.
Wait, did you want to
Hmm?
talk to her, or do you just want to?
Oh, can
Yes,
she hear me
she
properly?
can hear. I mean, she
Hmm.
can, but if you want to talk, I can give control. It'd be
No, I
easier.
just wanted to give them a hug.
Okay.
Right. Tomo, this one's for you. make sure you feel it properly.
I don't think she can, but
No.
she'll pretend she does.
Stay safe.
Hmm.
Uh, see you next time.